The Wane of Fundamentalism by Benjamin Krem's Master. A Master Speaks, Volume 1, page 179. Whenever men sense the onslaught of change, the tendency is to dig in, to return to origins, to reestablish and strengthen the links with the past. Thus it is today, as men in all areas, religious, political, and economic, feel the impact of the energies which challenge their assumptions and prejudices and threaten the continuance of their much-loved way of life. Fundamentalism has reached the acme of its power in all three of these fields and faces from now a sure decline in influence. This is already to be seen in the weakening power of communist ideology, especially in Eastern Europe and the USSR, in the gradual erosion of classical capitalist theory and practice worldwide, and in the religious field, in the diminishing authority and prestige of both the Roman Catholic and nonconformist branches of Christianity. Only the more evangelical groupings in the West, and in the East the various branches of Islam, have still for the masses their magnetic appeal. For the world as a whole, this is a development much to be welcomed, a sure sign that the dogmatic attitudes of the past are being superseded, and that the future for the emergence of new forms is at hand. For a time, militant fundamentalism will continue to influence the decisions of governments, especially in the Middle East, but gradually a more pragmatic approach to problems will prevail, and the influence of the mullahs will wane. The people themselves will demand reforms which inevitably will undermine the authority of the religious canon and weaken the powers of the priests. The time for this is not yet, but it cannot long be delayed. Then we shall see the resurgence of a new spirit of common sense, practicality, and proportion in the affairs of those nations hitherto enshackled by the snares of a dogmatic ideology, unrelented, for the most part, to the real world. A new spirit of compromise, enterprise, and goodwill overcome the isolationism of the past, and a new chapter will be written in the annals of these ancient peoples and cultures. At the present time, it would seem that whole nations are caught up in the glamour of a holy war, and many are the factions which promote and encourage this call. But the wiser heads are not without support, and the realities of a modern, interrelated world will bring reason to bear and lead in the end to an established peace with dignity for all the peoples concerned.